I don't know what this thing is, but I've renamed the stick in the frame. Yep. Now I know what it is. Whatever it is. And got that. Okay. Alright, so I was muted for a lot of that building process, because I was in a good old Otlichno hangout with all the guys, you know? But now that that's all done, and oh shit, now that that's all done and I'm the only one on the server, well, I guess Tiger Spirit's on, but she hasn't dropped in Discord or anything. This right here is T-Corp. The start of a new T-Corp. We are gonna do things right. We're gonna go big corporation style. We ain't just gonna sit around in some gas station, as some people called it last season. No, we're gonna be big. We're gonna be fancy. We're gonna have fancy facilities, public facilities too. And I have a little plan that's gonna be a bit entertaining for anyone who's interested. That involves breaking into T-Corp and accessing our security system. So hopefully I can get that little mini game up and running. Okay, I just finished grinding over at the T-Corp zombie grinder and got myself a nice sharpness 5 sword. I just tested to see if one of Thor's mending books would do okay in terms of levels and combining, and it only cost me about 5 levels to put this on. So I can probably afford to put, you know, Fire Aspect and Looting 3 on this sword after a while. And this is going to be my main sword, I guess. So I'm done putting mending on that, and I owe Thor 8 diamonds. There you go. Now, naming this sword, I think I am going to name this sword... I want to make a reference. Let's see. My bow's named Killer Queen, so I guess I can call the sword Crazy Diamond. Yes, Crazy Diamond. With an exclamation point at the end. An exclamation point at the end. I am not calling it Crazy Diamond in reference to the song and or band, whichever it may be. I am actually naming it Crazy Diamond after the stand from Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which happens to be named after the song and or artist or bands that exist in real life. But yeah, now I have a sword, now I have a bow, now that I can kill people adequately. Also, I put full mending on my armor, so yep, that's a good bonus. Did a lot of strip mining earlier, and needless to say, I turned up a lot of diamonds with my Fortune 3 pickaxe. I think I got about half a stack left now, so that's doing pretty good in terms of company assets. Alright, I think I've done a good amount of work for now. I just want to give a tour of what I currently have going on before I continue any further. T-Corp is just over here, a tiny bit east of spawn on the other side of the Eagle, which is located over there. Oh, it's covered in cobblestone. I do not know why. Anyways, so when you approach the entrance, which I have here, We have some cascading artificial waterfalls. I have not decided how I'm going to drain these yet, but they're gonna drain somewhere. I have statues of myself on either side of the entrance. I designed this a few months ago, based on something that I saw on Reddit. And then over here, I have these things. They kind of look like I don't know, like a rib cage. Once I have white cement, I am going to have these things encase a white block of cement, like just around it. And then primarily you see this giant, big letter T on the entrance. Now I actually have this, if you take a look from higher ground. I have the T, it's not centered. I have a significant gap just over it, so that way, when you're actually at ground level, it does seem to be a bit more centered, including when you approach it, because otherwise it looks just a bit too high if the letter T is actually centered there. Now, approaching the entrance, there is no door. That is because I do not have the materials required to have a 3x3 piston door on the ready yet. I have lots of redstone, I just don't have the sticky piston slime balls. The slime balls, yeah. On the inside here, we have the main foyer. I have 8 couches set up, all surrounding quartz coffee tables. I'm gonna put some pillars around here soon. There is a skylight up here. Originally, I was going to have like an overhang just over here with a bigger room, but that's actually going to go over here in this room. I think it's going to be like a cafe or a cafeteria of sorts, or like a guest tour area or something like that. So yeah, that was supposed to be here, but the reason I can't do that right now is because this section is actually this extending part where the letter T is projected. So I can't really do that anymore. Otherwise, I would have to extend the blocks over there, visible to the mountain. Now, the walls are not done yet. This is all going to be white concrete. I might change up the materials later after I actually get to see this, because as far as drafting for this project goes, I only drafted the entrance to this place, and that's already done. So we have this here, and that room over there is still empty. But something that I forgot to point out is that I will be having this second section accessible to the other wing, which I have yet to show, through that one hallway. Now the other wing that we have here, all these wings having 3x3 piston doors, we have the T-Garage. The T-Garage will have all of the T-cars and maybe some other things, like, I don't know, farms or something like that. Up here, I might set up an office, or maybe this is where the restaurant slash cafe slash cafeteria will go. I'm going to have it so that, I'm just going to step outside out here. I'm going to have it so that it's going to be like a rectangle of white concrete, just filling up this entire section here, and same thing over there. I won't provide a visual aid just yet. I might actually cut to that if I ever get that done, but I can't get any white concrete right now because the server is still in 1.11, and we don't have concrete yet. We're still waiting on Optifine because as of the recording, this is still, Optifine still does not have its 1.12 version available. But yeah, this is currently everything that I have for T-Corp, and I really look forward to what it will look like in the future. I'm pretty excited, and some other people are looking forward to maybe appropriating or just living in here. I know Russ is kind of interested in living here, he asked me earlier. And Rivet may have mentioned appropriating anything that I may have in the future. But yeah, I think that's enough construction progress from me.